What's going on YouTube? It's Sean here, and today I'm back with a long overdue review of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 Wave Runner. So I'm sure most of you guys watching already know the story, but these originally dropped last August for pre-order on YeezySupply.com. So eventually later on in the year, people that pre-ordered the shoe eventually got them, but they never made their way onto Adidas.com. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, and these shoes finally restocked both on YeezySupply.com as well as Adidas.com. Since I live in Toronto, Canada, and Adidas.ca didn't receive these shoes, I had to buy them directly from Yeezy Supply. So the retail price on these was $300 US, and the official colorway for this shoe is solid gray, chalk white, and core black. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about the public perception about this shoe, but long story short, when these pictures first released, a majority of people really disliked the design. This was a significant departure from the design of the Yeezy Boost 350 V1 and the V2, which is much more streamlined and much more sock-like. These 700s, on the other hand, really embrace that whole bulky dad shoe aesthetic that's been growing in popularity in the past year or so. So moving on and taking a closer look at these shoes, starting off with the toe box, you can see that at the very edge, this is overlaid with this gray suede. Also found on the sides of the toe box, we have this black suede, and then underneath this we have some mesh panels. So in the center, this is done in a shade of blue, and on the sides, this is done in a deep forest green. Running up the center of the shoe where the eyelets are, this is made up of a very soft tumbled gray leather. And under this we have this gray netting that has the Adidas 3 stripes made up of 3M. So interestingly, this isn't visible to the naked eye, but when you do take a picture of the side panel with flash, then you can clearly see the 3 stripes light up. As for the tongue, this is somewhat padded, done in this gray mesh, and it features hits of 3M both at the base of the tongue as well as in the middle, and this helps to hold the laces together. Overlaid on top of the tongue, we have the laces, which are done in an oval shape in this pale neon green color. This gives it a very nice pop in contrast to the rest of the shoe that's predominantly gray. Moving on to the back end of the shoe, once again we have this black suede that has these 2 cutouts that exposes the 3M underneath. Around this ankle collar area, this is comprised of a more loosely knit gray mesh. Taking a look at the back end of the shoe, we have this gray suede that has these 8 perforations found on both ends, and this exposes the 3M underneath. The inner liner of the shoe is done in gray, and then on the interior, we have the only Yeezy branding found on the entire shoe, so this is stamped directly onto the lateral side of the interior. So these Yeezy 700s sit atop this super thick foam midsole, so this is sculpted in a very dynamic and aggressive looking way. Along the forefoot area, this is painted in black, and then towards the back heel, this is painted in orange. We also have a strip of black painted onto the back end of the heel as well. So despite looking super thick, you're actually not that high up off the ground. So your foot kind of sits within the midsole as it cradles it from the sides. Flipping these over to the bottom, here we have the outsole that's done in a very interesting looking way. So this is covered in black rubber, it features herringbone traction, and it's done in this curve-like design that exposes the boost technology found within the midsole. At the very bottom of the outsole, we have this Adidas branding. In terms of sizing, so I got these in a size 10.5. To give you guys a point of reference, so I wear a 10.5 in other shoes like the Yeezy Boost 350 V2, as well as the EQT 9317. Comparing the sizing of these to the 350 V2s, these definitely fit a bit bigger, but the difference wasn't big enough that it would make me want to go down to a size 10. Another observation is that this toe box slants down quite aggressively, so at the very edge of the toe box, it's quite shallow. So if you stuck with your Adidas true size, it might potentially be a little bit too snug around the toe box. So for me, sticking with my 350 V2 size was perfect. Moving on to the topic of comfort, so these are decently comfortable, but I wouldn't say that they're anything mind-blowing. As these do feature full-length boost encapsulated within this carrier foam, I'd place them somewhere between the comfort of an NMD and the 350 V2. So the 350 V2s are definitely much more plush, and you really feel that boost underneath your feet. With these ones, you don't feel it quite as much, but it's not like it's stiff by any means at all. In addition, despite looking like a very bulky dad shoe, they're actually surprisingly lighter than I had expected. So with all that said, now let me lace these up and show you guys how these look on feet. Overall, I do have to admit to you guys that seeing these for the past 9 months or so, these have definitely grown on me. Whether it's part hype or whether it's just being more familiar with the look of the shoe and just getting used to it, I personally don't mind these at all. Would I place these above the 350 V1s or V2s? I personally wouldn't, but I'm definitely feeling these over the Yeezy Boost 500s. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of these Yeezy Boost 700 Wave Runners. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give me that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and give me a follow on my Instagram as well at sgo8. Be sure to check out my website at seango.ca, and until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.